Ini gimana sih? Ini gue penuhin. Enggak, setengahin aja kali. Oke, kayak gini oke kali. Oke, sabi. Menurut gue bagus ini. Cuman nggak tahu kualitasnya gimana. Type mobile, archon quest, type mobile, archon quest. Oke. Kalau coba ngechat tes titik-titik muncul nggak? Chatnya muncul ke? Oh muncul bung. Oh muncul deng. Nice. Oke, berarti tinggal suaranya aja sama settingan sabi lah ya. Nggak bisa dipindah-pindahin.
Something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time? No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijwin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just as sincere.
Lupa taruh ininya tadi ya. Suaranya gimana sih? Suaranya gimana sih? Ini oke lah ya. Lini 9 hari pun berlalu.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. That means you didn't raise in. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, infiltrating a Lynette also.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Paimon hopes.
Then, let's go check up.
Is now really a good time?
According to my observations, Sijwin also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother.
Okay, then let's head over.
should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around.
Okay.
Ini yang kemarin ya.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have come... Let's look around here for some more clues. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has
Oke,
changed again.
lanjut. Tapi gue masih bingung loh ini kalau bisa dikecilin dikit Sabi.
There are some books here. Advanced. These sure are some interesting books. She even has Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over...
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper."
This is...
Is that all? The bag.
Show me!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Yes. That is a crucial question. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a complete... I'd like to know that too. Don't panic, just think Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have...
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to... Don't be like this,
No. I'm the leader of this operation and
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be... I have to go.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Anjir, ngeri.
I feel like we still have some room.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extent...
Is that so?
Ngeri juga bocil ini ya.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come... Someone! Please help!
Whoa! Are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong with... able to read human expressions is... Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Oh, ini kantornya Risley ya? Si Risley, kantornya Risley.
Come out and face me!
Aren't we at an administrative office space?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that you're. Maybe she'll appear.
Is he trying to... You knew. As for Fremine...
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of...
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and...
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but...
He's not. What do you...
Winnie!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Eager and to the point, I see. Although as per...
Wait. You can't... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the out...
Fremine's a star diver, so he should...
No. We're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with... Besides, I do...
So...
Some of my I was willing to play Mr. Linney. You need do, but...
You want to see Father?
Well, if she cares... I've heard that the bond...
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Merope?
Oh.
Was this the extent...
You people really are... Mr. Linney.
Mr. Linney.
Winnie!
Instead of I gave you a warning by... Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own. And Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in... 6.
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, listen to the...
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to... But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own... Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. I'll ask you 3 questions. Question 1.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an The research note said that the According to Collins, the pancreation... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of... Fonta's internal reports suggest that... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently. According to Collins, the pancreation tournament only took place because... The research note said that the
Random yang satu, tapi benar.
So that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they... At first we thought this strange meat. She often visits the production. Out of her sense of... Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive... The recipient... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered. All right. Now there are also some hidden rules in the pen.
Yang merah itu iya bener.
I've been told that the infirmary is always at. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed.
Ini yang Fonta.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling.
Fonta.
According to Collins, the pancreation.
Ini gagal.
According to Collins, the Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and I've been told that the infirmary is always. We often see Miss Sijuin observe. The Fonta promoter has been struggling.
Cuman urutannya aja yang salah. Cuman urutannya yang salah.
Gets this rule too now. That hidden rule of the pancreation. People get scared when they. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet to be named a blood red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's, the company facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to track. They came to the fortress of Meropide, and the Duke, knowing how valuable, and so only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on.
I acknowledge the effort you, although based on your description,
Gitu
that
tuh
Fonta promoter is a
anjir.
bit careless with his words.
Jadi Fonta.
I may just reconsider my
Fonta ya,
collaboration with the
rasa
company.
baru.
And here's the final question.
Ya,
What's the secret behind
mirip-mirip
our head nurse
Fanta
and
kocak.
all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought is, you'll pay for this! Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siege.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just
See, Wayne.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea.
Freminute dan ini mau datang.
What are you doing?
Gak tahu sih.
I believe I hear footsteps.
Chlorinde.
Please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
Work.
Sorry
Kerja.
about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face An accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Oke. Aduh, Line buru-buru banget tadi.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring the...
Where is she? How it...
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made...
Wah, ternyata karena jebak ya si Line.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never...
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions.
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to know. Want some tea?
Want some tea? Anjir.
Not particularly. If you...
Fine.
Anjir,
I'd like to
sedangkan
get
si
some tea.
Chlorinde
Want me
tegas
to get
banget.
you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Wujir. Keringin rambut.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
Gue jadi pengen Chlorinde dan
My hands
ini
and feet are
kocak.
still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us? The Duke and Clorand are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clorand will need a break, since she only...
Gue juga bingung, bre. Apa yang terjadi, cok? Apa yang terjadi, Bung? Ke klinik lagi ya, teleport kalau gitu. Enggak, Deng. Oh ya, bisa teleport. Ini masih bingung juga cara settingnya nih. Paling tidak udah bisa live.
Take it easy.
Ini pistol. Oh, pistol air itu ya. Oke. Tapi bisa ngechat di sini nggak sih?
He's awake.
We're all here.
Linnea.
Infirmary.
Linnea. Linnea.
The sea. There's something wrong with this.
Shh, it's
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Ulahnya Tatang kayaknya. Atau ulahnya si... Siapa tuh yang Harbinger yang satu?
I'm in.
Ternyata bisa buat VTuber juga di Android. Sabi deh.
Where could Master Child be?
Master Child B. I don't know. Kita pakai clarinet, Bung. Tunggu. Kita cek belakang dulu. Siapa tahu ada peti. BDW di mana ini? Tunggu, ini nggak ada peti atau apa di sini? Ya. Pedang apaan ini? Tunggu. Oh, bintang 3, Royal Great Sword. Mengakibatkan damage kepada musuh, meningkatkan CR 8%, maksimal 5 lapis. Anjir gede juga, berarti 40%. Oh, kalau udah terpicu hilang. Aduh, sama aja dengan bohong. Nobles, aduh.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Kayaknya emang gak ada peti di sini, Pak Chess. Emang gak ada peti kayaknya. Terangin layar dikit. Gelap anjir.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Jadi harus gimana nih, Bren? Harus gimana nih, Bren? Diputar dulu kali ya. Mana tadi? Jasa lagi. Oh, putar di sini terus aktifkan naik. Putar 1 kali. Nah. Baru ke sini naik. Nah, di bawah, oke. Nggak ada peti, oke, turun, planjing.
This is where the water starts. Master Child probably dived into.
Berarti kita nyelam ya. Pakai helm nggak sih? Enggak. Stamina-nya tahan juga.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Ini nih.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Kayaknya si Child deh. Segera kembali ke tepian, oke. Di sini kayaknya kehabisan nafas.
I can't die here. I have to push on.
Nah, di situ kalau Rinde datang. Nyelam.
So, in other words, the trail you were...
That's right. I tried my best.
Miss Clarande brought you back.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak from it.
Miss Lynette is right.
a guest. Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited...
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
No, please go on without me.
Lenny,
The logical part of my brain is a...
understand.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Oke, dapat achievement. Keajaiban dunia. Lumayan 15. Lumayan. 15 primo. Sabi sih. Aduh, ke air. Enggak. Anjir, selamat. Klorin deh.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stayed.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sejuane?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just...
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Risley.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the... where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have?
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about...
No.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding him... Of course, it's inevitable that the knave would make a big deal out of her fellow harbingers. I'm also quite curious about where that harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I...
So you were hoping Linny's group would just do your...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go with... The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's...
Are the rumors true? That you're also a...
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to...
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask... Who...
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to...
And saving Fremine was...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you... All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to
But we've already uncovered that there's something...
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to...
Even if the truth may not be present. Follow me.
Follow me. Ikuti Risley. Waduh, buset dah. Ruangan rahasia, Bung.
Hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the fortress...
Anjir.
Stand on the central
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden... What a huge door!
There are 3 set... Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui...
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking...
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not...
Aduh. Kenapa elemennya GO?
Huh. So there's a switch on the side...
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by...
Go on, have a look.
Apakah ruangan rahasia itu nyata? Mana nggak ada artefaknya lagi?
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
Temperatur.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes. So later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the reading...
The concentration of primordials.
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out, and if this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten, but there's no single founder. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, as the number of exiles increased, more and more the Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress, and with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away. After many, now and again.
But now you know every part of that...
Indeed. To be frank, prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else.
Oke, berarti air primordial di bawah situ ya. Dan udah merah banget ininya. Zona merah banget. Pengen meluap gitu sih. Udah ada yang tembus berarti. Terus pertanyaannya, kenapa bisa kayak gitu?
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told...
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any...
I'm skeptical as well. Are you...
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research. Good. Say, Edwin's main areas...
You want to blow up the Fortress of...
What a lovely idea.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as...
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you two...
Your Grace!
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than...
Jeez. Forget I... Follow me.
Whoa! There's another door that goes right up!
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool!
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge... This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen...
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the Sea Sabit. He called his nation Lemuria.
There's a ship in the story.
Where there's water, there'll be ship.
Do you believe?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and so the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate,
Were you inspired by the...
maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope. Or the workers to find out the truth behind this shit. As the fortress's administrator? Alright, that's enough talk. Seems like you're...
Apa dicari? Yang mana? Ha?
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh,
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
yeah. We'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great. I look...
Oke, kelar lagi satu ya. Kembali ke klinik.
Illusion shattered.
We're back.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
You be so much like Risley, always drinking tea.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remember while I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing...
Must have been Risley and...
Yeah, I heard one male voice and...
I really can't make sense of this.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rep.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuan is also good.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions.
Oke.
Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater?
Whoa, he's good.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, the fortress of
Anjir, burik banget. Kualitas HP nggak bisa bohong ya.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's like...
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a... I don't have enough information.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like...
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis.
Or perhaps he didn't know.
Yeah, the two of you have... If you ever need anything else, though you may not...
You have my...
Thank you for protecting...
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength.
Paimon.
Anjir, Paimon lapar mulu anjir, kayak nggak ada batasnya.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys.
Lapar mulu dia, kocak. Nyangkut.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Anjir.
Are you here for... And, what would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Woolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you
Meat.
like. Me too, don't forget. No problem. delicious. Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so... Sijuin? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking. You're really good at taking care of people. Even... Really? Oh, and what... Oh, that, thankfully. Although the path... Oh, and...
Anjir, Klorinde di belakang. Aduh, gue aja pengen nabung buat Klorinde.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Ntar gue ambil hadiahnya dulu.
Thank you for...
Dan gue pengen resin juga. Dari tadi story. Resin dulu. Artifak lagi, Bung. PD-nya belum dapat setnya buat visual dan buat siapa nanti karakter Hydro. Tapi kalau dapat Hydro damage bonus mungkin Alin siapa ya? Nuvillet. Aduh, pingnya naik.
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Everybody stand back! Here comes the catch. Now you shall perish! Shine down! Busted! Adventure time!
Apa ini? Oh, yang tadi. Oke. Flower goblet burik. Atau jangan dicek, jangan dicek ya kali ya. Biar penasaran.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Torn to oblivion!
Oke, itu sen dan goblet dan sen. Kayaknya. Anjir, gak tahu sih. Baru lihat bentuknya. Ya, it's okay lah. Sheesh. Delay dikit ya. Aduh, ganti karakter.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
I'm going in! Here comes the catch. Now you shall perish!
Oh, damage-nya nggak masuk. Damage-nya nggak masuk. Aduh, jaringan sih problem jaringan. Nggak tahu kenapa. Jangan dilihat itu goblet dan flower. Circlet sih. Circlet CR kalau bisa yang punyanya visual. Aduh. Masih butuh semua sih. Sand, goblet. Sand, goblet, plumnya aja belum ada. Plum juga nggak ada ya.
As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha. Torn to oblivion.
Aduh, nggak nge-crit. Oke. Aman-aman aja sih.
There is no escape.
Into the wind.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
I'm going in. Here comes the catch. Busted. Inazuma shines eternal.
Aduh, nggak nge-crit.
Shine down. Gotcha. Take it easy.
Nggak nge-crit kah? Nggak, berapa kali nggak nge-crit? 78 loh. Parah banget sih. 78 CR nggak ada nge-crit, kambing lah. Harusnya kalau CR segitu sering banget nge-crit. Masih jarang. Oke, kita cek artifak yang kita dapat. Flower, aduh. Double def, skip. Aduh, burik. Send HP, meningkat simpen dulu. Send HP, burik, goblet HP. Nggak usah lah. Enggak. Ini kalau dapat CR sabi. Send attack persen. Kita try. Hydro demi bonus. CR CDM-nya nggak ada. Aduh, nggak ada yang cantik, wah. Oke, kita try ini. Double. Nah, gitu dong. Double. CDM. Aduh, attack flat. It's okay lah. It's okay. Berarti flower udah ya. Baru satu piece yang jadi. Nggak ada yang lain. Nih, kita coba level 4. CR sabi sih, bro. Widih. Thank you, bro. Dapat CR. Ini simpen dulu. Nih dapat CR juga sabi sih, aduh. Oke lah, 1 CR. Aduh. Simpen. Berarti nggak ada yang bagus yang lain. Oke, sabi. Ketipot, kita klaim hadiahnya dulu. Nih bisa ganti judul gak sih? Udah 1 jam. Ada donasi, baru tahu.
This rope.
Sebenarnya sih cuman butuh hero wit-nya aja. Rosa level 10, nice. Nice.
If you ever
Rosaria tadi ya. Nice. Rosaria. Oke, Rosaria. Oke, sabi. Udah 1 jam ya. Low power enak aja sih, low power. Butuh circlet CDM 1 aja gitu. Enggak mau gua. Senang tuh, tapi enggak ada CR CDM-nya. Oke, let's see. CDM. Aduh. Las. Adalah sinilah. Ngapain sih gue hidup? Udahan lah. Nih, gimana cara udahannya ini? Cara udahannya gimana sih? Kayak gitu ya. Berarti ini N, yang ini tuh N terakhir. Oke. N. N.